from Paducah to Pikeville or from Maysville to Middlesboro, I think this state is blue.
Kentucky people are a little different when it comes to the basketball.
Everybody thinks of it as our team. It goes back to our childhood. Everybody grew up with basketball.
It brings the community together. We may disagree on local matters and issues and things, but when it comes to the Cats, everybody's on the same page.
Kentucky is basketball. We got a great tradition. Everybody bleeds blue in Kentucky.
These fans are the best fans. That's a Kentucky attitude.
There's nothing like Kentucky basketball.
I'm very proud and excited to announce John Calipari has agreed to become the men's basketball coach at the University of Kentucky.
I'm humbled, yet I'm excited about leading this storied program. We want to compete every year and hopefully add to this wall. Can you imagine they don't put banners up here for anything else except national champions? I'm here because I can recruit the best of the best here. That's why I'm here. Grandfather came through Ellis Island, worked in the coal mines in West Virginia. That's how the American dream started for my family. My parents are high school educated, hard workers, double shifts. I get a chance from Pittsburgh, from the mills in Pittsburgh, to coach at Kentucky. Are you crazy? It's nuts. I'm not a genius. When they say I'm all this and that, I know I'm not. And when they also say he is this, that, and the other, I know I'm not that either. Somewhere in the middle falls reality.
Hey folks, how are you?
Hi.
Can they kind of come in so I'll talk a minute and I'll sign anything you want me to sign? Come on in this way. Come on in. You guys can move down and let them move in. How many people are outside in that hallway? 2 years ago, I wanted the Kentucky job. And here's what happened. I called my wife in the morning when it opened. I said, have they called yet? And she said, no. What? So I called her back in the afternoon and I said, have they called? She said, no. And I figured out they weren't calling. If I had come 2 years ago, I would have had to follow Tubby Smith. Now, Tubby won a national title, won 27 games a year. That's what he averaged. And people love Tubby. They love Tubby, correct? Yeah. They love Tubby. Well, 2 years later, you all need me a little bit.
Kentucky basketball, it's the highest level. Are you ready for that? Because it's not that high level once a week, it's every day. Are you willing to step into a situation where every play matters? The fans are crazy here. They live and die with this. They breathe it. And I love it.
There are a lot of schools that have a great tradition. There's a lot of schools that have fan bases that care, but there's no place that has a fan base that it is their life.
We've obviously been down, if you look at the last couple of years. With the signing of Coach Calipari, expectations went through the roof.
I hope that they can win it every year, but I know that's impossible to do. The last few years we hadn't been in the tournament. Basketball's it's still #1 in the state, and I think always will be.
People in Kentucky that are really Cat fans, and they're loyal, no matter what, so they deserve a good year. It's been a while. I think we paid our dues.
I told everybody, I said, look, I don't think anybody can say early on in the season that we're going to win the whole thing. But I think at the end of the year, we'll be able to play with them. Most people pick up on basketball after the Super Bowl. That's when they start watching college basketball. Well, we're on websites 24/7, 12 months a year, finding out what recruits doing what and who's going here and who's going there. And it's just something that permeates the state in terms of enthusiasm. I've never seen anything like it. I'm a typical Kentucky fan.
Things kick off at 7:30, and with more than 20,000 people expected here tonight, it's gonna be a party.
Standing on the rock. This is where it's happening right here, Midnight Madness.
Complete domination for anybody that plays
all the
them.
way.
And, you know, North Carolina better watch out. Louisville might as well just give up. And, you know, SEC, just don't even worry about it. Don't even come play, boys, because we're going to roll right through you.
This is a chance for folks to not only see the team, but also UK's new coach.
And the reason we're outside UK is being so secretive about what's going on inside that building. They're not allowing us in to do any live shots until the event is over.
Appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you. All right. This is a tough day for me because you just want to get it over. You want it over. I want to start coaching my team for real. Today, all I hope is no one gets hurt and that they don't make a fool of themselves. Like, no dancing, no, please stop.
Work, 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 work.
I've taught him the presidential wave. The presidential wave is, you give him that wave.
Let's go!
I want to see this too. Are we having fun yet? Look at this atmosphere you have created tonight. My vision is one of celebrations and banquets, diplomas and banners, rings and parades. A return of this legendary program back to its rightful place atop the mountain. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue.
Speech I've ever heard.
Yeah, I told him. Come on in. Darryl, you can come in. Come on. We went hard today. You guys did great. Tayshawn, why don't you come up here and talk a little bit?
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to wear the uniforms that y'all wearing. That Kentucky y'all represent. Y'all see them fans out there. They love this. Y'all have to love it too. Responsibility, focus, just being prepared no matter when your name is going to be called. And I felt I was ready for that opportunity when it presented itself, no matter what the situation was.
You're the best, man.
I'm
proud of you. All right, now, we start tomorrow. This stuff is real now. All right, hey, if I hear any laughing, we're running 33s. Time to grow up, guys. We're 0-0. It's over. You're serious about what we're doing. You're focused on this. The guys on the baseline are watching. Here we go. All right, guys, look. Let me throw a couple things at you.
There's no team that has more of an upside and farther to go than us. Some of it's just plain experience, getting in games and getting on the road. We're teaching you skills and we're getting together and we're getting to know one another. It's just what I'm doing to you mentally. But this thing here, what you guys got going, is about how you're all treating each other. All I'm doing is raising the bar, and when you reach it, you start feeling better about yourself.
Wayland was a coal town, built somewhere around 1911 to 1914 in that area by Elkhorn Coal Corporation. Reached its peak probably sometime in the late 30s, early 40s, with a population of somewhere between 3,000 and 3,500 people, which probably you're talking about in an area less than a square mile. Wayland was basically the end of the tracks. And this was the turntable where they would bring the steam engine out and literally by hand, manually turn the steam engine around and send it back down the tracks. This was what we referred to as the scrip office, scrip being the form of monies that the coal company used here in town. You look many times in eastern Kentucky and you wonder, you see problems that we have, and there are obvious problems as you guys drove into town. But there's a bright spot. It's University of Kentucky basketball. And we love that, and we always have, and especially here in the mountains.
It's hard to explain, it's just basketball crazy. That's all we did, all over here, all over in eastern Kentucky. I'd get out of ball practice and then play on a dirt court till dark. Just basketball crazy.
It has proven to be something that kind of ties the mountains together and gives us a special feeling toward the Cats. UK as a winner. Everybody likes to be associated with a winner.
Back at Rupp Arena in downtown Lexington, the Cats getting set to take on the Morehead State Eagles. We won't see all 8 cylinders firing tonight because John Wall's not playing, but there's still going to be plenty of talent out there.
The most important thing in November and December is learn about your team. You want to win all the games. I mean, I'm no different than anybody else. But it's more important that you say, where are we? Where are we going? How are we going to get there? And the only way you learn is through games like this. This is maybe my 21st year as a head coach in college and the NBA. And I got butterflies. I do. So if you're returning players because of the new excitement, new guy, if you don't have butterflies, you ain't playing. You ain't playing. You got to have butterflies. And it's okay. It's normal. You go out there right after the tap. All I want you to do is think that we're at practice. That's all I want you to play like. You play like you're at practice. This is not a game, this is a practice. And then just go play, do what we do. All right? Let's go have some fun.
Hey, but for real, come out strong. Brothers on 3, y'all, let's go for it. You do brothers first. Hey, brothers on 3, brothers on 3, 1, 2, 3,
Exciting time for Wildcat fans. There's so much anticipation about what this team is capable of doing.
Alabama, number 15, DeMarcus Cousins.
John Calipari's got his dream job, but any coach coming into his first game at a new job, any first game of the season, you're going to be a little nervous. It's the Cats and the Morehead State Eagles in the season opener for both teams. Anderson, one bounce, powers it up and in. The Cats have run off 10 straight. Gives it up out front to Bledsoe. Bledsoe with the right elbow, 15-footer, good! 22 for Bledsoe, 20 in this half. And John Calipari wins in his debut as the coach of the Wildcats.
I want to win. I want to walk in the locker room and know my team out-hustled, went to ball. You understand that's half the battle for me? If you'll battle, I'm happy. We're trying to kill people. That's an Ohio Valley team. We're supposed to beat them by 30. I don't care that they're an NCAA tournament team.
Brothers on 3, 1, 2, 3, brothers.
My name is Danny Key. I'm a day shift mine foreman at Alliance Coal. Yeah, I think I became a Cats fan back in 1978. I was at a ball game when they were playing Alabama for the SEC title, and James Lee took the ball the full length of the floor, 2 straight possessions late in the game, and just dunked it. We were in Rupp Arena, and you could just feel the concrete shaking in the place. Everybody was just stomping, And from that point on, it wasn't a game no more. It was all the Cats the rest of the way. I work on all the belt lines. I go around on all the belt lines and check them out. Check for roof conditions up and down the track on the supply roads. I tried factory work for about a year, and I got the mines, and I really like the mines. I think I like the temperature. I like being underground. I always like being underground. It's just kind of a way of life for me. This is the only phone in mines that you can just dial a number. You can get it anywhere. Grab the phone, call out, and say, "What's the score?" Most time is, "What's the score?" And he'd come back with a reply and say, "Kentucky just won." Everybody wants their team to be the best of the best, and I think our team this year is the best of the best. We're just looking to be number one. Let's go see the Cats.
Before every game, I come in and get like 150 three-pointers up, and then I got to make 10 free throws in a row to keep myself prepared for the game and get my arms ready and get my legs ready for the big game. Peace.
He's the greatest kid. Really fast, really big, motors and plays hard, but great leadership skill. He's going to be here 4 months. And this kid's attacking it like he's going to be here all 4 years. That's what sets him apart.
Freshman point man Eric Bledsoe was sensational last week against Morehead State. Tonight, fellow point guard John Wall gets his first chance to wear the blue and white in an official game against the Miami Redhawks to see if he can top what his running mate did last week.
Hold him to 40%, plus 10 rebounds, 16 assists, 10 steals. That's a W right there. Let's go.
70-67 Kentucky. John Wall at the line where he has made 9 of 12. Patterson and Wall each with 17. Wall, can he take the lead? No. It rolls off. Miami down 3. 18 seconds to play. They give it off to Hayes. Hayes works it up against Bledsoe. They come to their feet at Rupp Arena. 10 seconds to play. Miami's out of timeouts. Hayes, long 3 from the top. Good! With 6 seconds to play, it's tied. Off to John Wall at 5. Down the left side of the lane. Pulls up. 15-footer again! Kentucky wins! John Wall to the rescue in his debut game.
With 6 seconds, man, I'm thinking what he's thinking. Go score the ball. Have nuts and go score the ball. It's a hell of a play. First time out of the gate, son. Hell of a play.
Dad started this in 1958. It's Wheeler Pharmacy. We've got a group of guys that come in every morning. They're waiting outside at 9, most of which have been coming in here since the 70s.
Every time they throw it up, I expect them to win. I expect them to win.
Yeah.
But realistically, they don't.
I don't see why they can't. They solve the world's problems, including Kentucky's. Coach Rupp was a customer here that lived not too far away from here. Coach Hall still comes in today, stops in, gets coffee, and meets with the guys on Saturday typically. And Coach Pitino was family was a big customer. Coach Smith was a customer. And all 4 of those coaches have national championships. A couple coaches have never been here before, and you can guess on which 2 those may be. So when Coach Cal started coming in here, we kind of told him the story, and he laughed. Of course, he became a customer here at Wheeler Pharmacy.
Morning, Coach.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good.
So we're happy that he's doing well, and we hope he gets the next national championship.
Here he comes.
Good morning. How are you? I don't know that he takes their advice, but I think he likes to listen to them as much as we like to listen to him.
This whole state is about this program. Here, they're all Kentucky. It's just different here. All right, boys, I got to get out of here.
Have a safe day.
Appreciate all the advice.
Great season.
Now let me tell you the one thing I told these players, and please don't be offended. We're not shaking hands down here. So if you go up to a player and they give you a fist bump, I've told them, do not shake hands. And they're not kissing anybody or anything, you understand? We're going down there to play basketball and hopefully come back and, you know what I mean? So don't be offended. But I want you to enjoy yourself and enjoy the growth of this team, because that's what it's about. Thanks for being with us on the trip, folks.
we've got a lot of stuff we've got to learn about this team.
Do it again. Hold your follow-throughs. Good. Up for people watching. Stay up there. Can't make a free throw. Keep going. See if you have any courage. A little toughness. Oh my God. These guys are not going to be able to sign autographs or anything because who's in here after us? Virginia's walking in and this is their building, so we got to go and they're going to go lift. They're going to go lift weights.
From the Grand Ballroom of the Moon Palace Resort in Cancun, Mexico.
Cats getting set championship game of the Cancun Challenge against the Stanford Cardinal.
Cat fans are on their feet. Wall sprinting down the left side of the floor. Angles into the paint. Splits two defenders. Puts it in. Ahead to John Wall. Drives. Dunks. Victory. 73-65 to win the Cancun Challenge in overtime. Big ovation here in the ballroom in Cancun as John Wall is announced as the MVP of the Cancun Challenge.
My name is Dwayne Ragland. I'm from Zion Hill, Kentucky. I've been a big fan of Kentucky basketball since I can remember. Everyone in my little community has always been big on Kentucky basketball. I started shoeing horses about 15 years ago. Just happened to meet up with some guy and he asked me would I like to shoe horses, and I tried it and I fell in love with it. I started my own business. I love being around horses. I enjoy my work. It almost doesn't even seem like a job.
The last few years, it's been a lot of dead basketball here in Kentucky.
When Calipari got hired, I knew that it was going to be a totally different ball game. He would take it to another level.
We've had more fun this year, and the style that we have, everyone's enjoying it. Everybody can't wait to game night.
From everything that I've seen so far, we have a really strong team. Final Four, without a question.
This thing here, play harder than them. Have more fun than them. This is on them. They're a national championship team. This is on them. And then gang rebound, because you're going to have to, everyone, John Wall, Eric Bledsoe, rebound the ball, especially guards around the elbows. Hold them to 40%, plus 10 rebounds, 16 assists, 10 steals, that's a W. All right, let's go.
We're about to see if youth will be served for Kentucky in a titanic matchup of college basketball's all-time winningest programs. Kentucky and North Carolina.
How sweet was that? Patrick had a big game at Chapel Hill last year.
That's 16 in a row for the Cats. And the Cats lead it by 17. A 26-2 run against North Carolina for Kentucky. Big smile for John Wall. 68-66 win over the Tar Heels, and it's one win closer to 2,000 for the Big Blue.
Great win. Great win. Hey, isn't everybody happy?
Yes, sir.
Everybody's happy. All right, you won. On CBS, you guys did something special. You just beat North Carolina. I don't care what they said. They beat the crap out of Michigan State. You guys went right at them.
Yay. Excuse me, can I interview you guys? Okay. I can interview you?
I'm late for an appointment, otherwise they see.
Yeah, I mean, you're already late, so you might as well do the interview.
I'm quick.
All right, do you know anything about Kentucky basketball?
Kentucky basketball?
Yeah.
They played in Kentucky.
So tell me, what do you know about Kentucky basketball?
What do I know about Kentucky basketball? I have wanted to be a Kentucky basketball player my entire life.
Can you tell me anything about Kentucky basketball?
You guys are pretty good.
Do you know who John Wall is?
No, I do not.
DeMarcus Cousins?
Nope.
John Calipari? Never heard of John Calipari? Do you know who the coach is?
No. My son would know, though.
Have you ever heard of John Wall?
I think so. See, I'm a bad interview, I can tell right away.
Cat fans in the Big Apple.
That's right.
Can you give me any comment?
Just play well tonight, try to control your temper, and win.
There you go.
Moved here in '84 from Texas. I was introduced to Kentucky basketball. Immediately, I was enthralled with the thing. When they tipped the ball up, I never expected them to lose. How we doing? That's a Kentucky attitude, you know? They're not supposed to lose. They're great.
Good evening from Madison Square Garden. Tonight, two of college basketball's heavyweights will square off here in the Big Apple as the Kentucky Wildcats put their 8-0 record on the line against the 6-1 Connecticut Huskies.
When Cal was hired, we immediately picked up on who he's bringing with him. It's a tribute to him that he could bring all these freshmen together. Never played big-time Division I basketball. Keep them happy, build them up together, and now they're a solid unit. Here we go.
Spins baseline jump hook off the glass and in. Patrick Patterson ahead to Bledsoe into the paint. Reverse layup, good. Cats running. Bledsoe rebound off the wall. They trade passes. Lob to Wall. Dunk.
Hey guys, my granddaughter can do the John Wall dance. Is that good? Huh?
How old is she?
She's
3 months old?
18 months old. She can do it.
That's pretty good.
And the Cats win! Kentucky moves to 9-0, defeating the Connecticut Huskies.
Yeah. They did everything they needed to do to win. They've got it done.
Guys, come on over for a second. You guys know this guy a little bit. Why don't you guys come up and say hello? A bunch of you have been around him. You know LeBron, right?
Let me get them shoes.
You guys are going to play a little bit. I can't watch you, but he's going to sit and watch you a little bit. So, can't hoop with you. I will. I'll start playing one-on-one. But you guys, I'm gonna watch. Okay, you go ahead and watch. You guys keep playing. Looking here, and one more looking right here. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. John, you met LeBron, right?
Yeah.
I left a great job to come here based on the fact that it was Kentucky. It was Kentucky. Coaching at the University of Kentucky, the pinnacle. Your father made it the pinnacle maybe of all sports to be a coach here.
He came here in 1930. We were in the middle of the Depression. He took this program and he built it from the ground up.
I'm only 10 games in, 11. I'm just trying to hold on and win the next one. But I'll tell you that the reason we're able to do what we're doing is because of your father and because of what you've done here, and we're all appreciative.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I grew up in the mountains in eastern Kentucky. Grew up a big fan. It probably began in 1984 when I was 6 years old and Kentucky played in the Final Four in Seattle. I had a group of real goofball friends from school that we would always try to keep in touch with each other, and we created this blog. Then we do a podcast, which was for a while, the #1 sports podcast in America. It's a bunch of guys who are UK fans who sort of follow the team from a fan point of view.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome live again, sort of from the Hyatt.
We've had one big city coach here with Rick Pitino, and then there was another, and so how was that going to work? I was more interested in how Calipari would connect with the fan base. I think he's been a slam dunk.
What I really like about him, and I see if you agree, is how well he gets, it's cliche to say he gets the job, but he really does.
He does.
Understand this isn't just about coaching the game. It's about, going to the Pikeville Chamber of Commerce and all the stuff in between.
Kentucky fans believe they are the best program in history. And to be the best program in history, you want to be the first one to get to 2,000 wins. Until somebody beats them to 3,000, they can go, well, we were the first one to 2,000.
5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, 2K for UK. Kentucky 88, Drexel 44, and the Cats are the first team to get to 2,000 wins.
This is a special moment for this program and this school and this state. This is the Commonwealth's team. We weren't a part of many of those 2,000 wins, but we had a job to do, and that was drag us across the line before that other blue team got across that line. Nice little deal here. You understand, like 22,000 stayed after that game ended. This place is nuts. Media, we played great. It wasn't Drexel. This is one step for us. We're happy we did this. Listen, we're happy we did this for all the former players. I didn't mention them enough. I'm going to go in and apologize. I didn't talk enough about former players, but I wasn't prepared to speak because I didn't want to hear. I wanted to win the game, so, okay? Talk about the former players and coaches. When you're coaching a basketball game, your heart rate will go up. Bad call.
How did you call that out here? He's right underneath the basket.
A player does something that you've talked to him about 10 times and he does it anyway.
DeMarcus! You were supposed to go across!
A player will do something and you get crazy. So you're talking about a burst of wow.
Give it to a guard and get it back! Come on, put the ball!
Okay, now I got to get back to where I can think logically.
You seal, throw it up, but you got to get your tip and everything again.
And you can get that heart rate to 150 to 120, 115 in a hurry. It'll happen in a game. So I can get emotional, yet it's not going to affect me but 30 seconds. That's why I run, that's why I exercise.
The Cats and the Cards getting set for the Battle of the Bluegrass. Thanks for being with us here on the Countdown to Tip-Off show.
Basketball is the biggest thing in Kentucky, and there are two programs. Kentucky, which was great forever, and then Louisville, which really started in about the 70s to become a decent program. Then from the 70s to the 80s, it was just both programs were really good. Then they started playing each other in the mid-80s, and it's become, Louisville's fan base is not Kentucky's fan base, but it's still pretty passionate.
What do you think is going to happen today? Kentucky Wildcats come in with a record of 14-0. With the Cardinals with a record of 10-3.
I'm going to call some flash. He's going to hit the wing and go through.
Wall down the lane, goes for the rim, flips it up and in. Pure speed. Timeout, Louisville.
This has all got to be energy. Go nuts.
Penetrates, pull up 10-footer. No. Follow jam by Cousins.
Following missed shots, getting a second opportunity.
Bounce feed down to Cousins, left of the lane. Backing down, turns, 8-footer good. Well, Cousins is 8 double-double of his rookie season at Kentucky.
Because, much like John Wall, gets the elbows dirty, blood and guts play.
Pair of 18 for Cousins. 18 points, 18 rebounds.
Strong afternoon, very strong. Wall took charge. He scored 6 straight points. Cats win it, and they improved to 15-0 with a 71-62 win over Louisville.
Let me just tell you, hell of a win. Hell of a win. Guys that need the day off, take a day off, okay? But we're coming back to 3 sessions on Monday, 3 sessions on Tuesday, 3 sessions on Wednesday, and maybe 3 on Thursday, because we're going to get better. This was like the game to end all games. Now we can brag for a year. I would tell you this. If you go up and down the line, are you seeing every player getting better? Guys are all getting better. Is our team getting better? Are we trying to figure out things a little bit? And let me just say, you're not going to play great every time out. The greatest thing you can do is play a crappy game and win. Play to win. Play to win. If you don't, it's been a great start to our season. I'm not worried about all that. I'm learning about my team. We're really young, but our will to win, can you feel it? That will to win? These guys have it. They got a will to win. Folks, thanks for sticking around here. Have a safe trip. I don't know if it's snowing out, but drive safe. Thanks for being here. I didn't know John Wall had the ability or the will to win and make plays at clutch time like he did. Well, guess what? This kid has come up and shown it. Miami of Ohio, Stanford, Louisville, games that we were teetering, and he just took over the game. He's driven and wired.
John Wall is the fastest man with a basketball that I've ever seen or heard about. He lights afterburners, and it's all over. Nobody can keep up with him.
He is Kentucky basketball, plain and simple. Just every move he makes is exciting. There's just no stopping him. He's just an amazing individual.
Quick as a cat. I've never seen anybody that can get from one end of the floor as quick as John Wall.
Look at, he's having fun.
He's probably the fastest guy from end to end and can handle the ball and dish it, score.
At first, I was like, he might be the best freshman in the country. Now I'm thinking he might be the best player in the country at this point.
We are so young. I haven't had a team this young in a while. They lose focus. Their concentration isn't where it's supposed to be. They don't execute. They break down because they're supposed to. They're young. They're freshmen. All right, I want to go 2-on-2 pick and roll. The next 3 games we play, it's going to be almost exclusively pick and roll, okay? I'm telling you, we got to get better. You could go right back through the games and they say, you're right, we could have lost that. And there was one bounce, or if John Wall didn't do this, or if Eric Bledsoe didn't do that, or if Patrick Patterson didn't do that one thing, we lose. Stop, do it again. How are you playing, John Wall? You and DeMarcus, I want to know how you're playing this in a game. Game Saturday, how are you playing this play? Okay? He goes there, that's how you're playing, okay? Staggered, how are we playing? I like it. Very nice. It's more than just winning. Now, do you want to win? We want to win them all. It's that we're trying to get better. It's how we're trying to play. It's establishing what we are. And I'm trying to get that across to not only my team, but to our fans. All right, now we can get our... Understand, from this point on, now you got 8 Super Bowls, road games. Is what you've done here this last 2 weeks is primed you to get you ready. Let me get through this. Let me feel great about my effort, and then I'm going to go on the court, and that's how I'm going to play. I mentioned to them, they'll never be on another team like this, ever, with a bunch of good guys, ever. So you better milk this. You better enjoy it. You better spend as much time together, because when it's over at the end of this year, it's over. You guys probably, if you went together to UAB, you probably won about 17, 18.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Dave Baker. Welcome into the Countdown to Tip-Off show as Kentucky begins the SEC portion of their schedule against the Georgia Bulldogs. Kentucky Wildcats still find themselves unbeaten We will, of course, hear from the guys who will call the action. The voice of the Cats, Tom Leach, and the Wildcat All-American Mike Pratt. The guru of Wildcat athletics, Oscar Combs, is here. Oh, man, every game, it seems like, for a different reason, has been a raucous atmosphere here in this building this year.
Let me tell you something. I've never seen two guys take over a state the way DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall has taken over this state as freshmen here. People want to see these two kids, plus Patrick Patterson and Bledsoe and all the others.
Hold him to 40, plus 10 rebounds, 16 assists, 10 steals. That's a W. Let's go get it, guys. First one, you heard it today. This is the beginning of a new season. Got to do it in your league. Here we go. Let's go, baby.
Rebounded by Harris off to Wall. Ahead to Patterson. Down the lane. Dunk. Goes down the lane. Into the paint. Scoops it in. Just drove right into that zone. Got all the way to the rim. Flipped it up and in. John Wall with his quickness. Picked up by Patterson. Throws it ahead to Wall. Goes for the dunk. Yes! Put it in the bag for Kentucky.
Hey, hug, kids. Love you. Come here. Stand up. Let me tell you why I don't go crazy. Guys get emotional. Why don't I go crazy? I'm the same way. Now, again, I'll say this to you. I love winning now. We just won a league game. Now, they can't play any better, and they got beat. They cannot play better. You think about that feeling over there. They can't play better, and they got beat. You guys now, we got to say, man, we got to be better than this, and we got to play to win. We're going to Florida. Those dudes are waiting. And you know what? We're 25 points better. I'm telling you right now. So if I can put 5 fighters on the court, we'll go on the road and win by 25. For us to be where we are right now with this younger group, with 4 freshmen in our top 6 guys, with fresh sophomores who haven't played that much, it's amazing. We do make mistakes, and there are games that are closer than they should be, but that's part of this.
Hello, people. Welcome to the DeMarcus Cousins Show and the D.O. Show. As you can see, DeMarcus's name is all over the plane. His issue right here, D.C., DeMarcus Cousins. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do. Y'all with me, y'all better be better than roll. Ain't no looking back. That's all for now, people. To be continued.
Keys to the game. Be my brother's keeper. You got to be out there. It's us together in this building. Go have fun playing ball. This is what it's about.
You always root for the Cats, but you just got so much more you can root for. You got players that can actually play the game, and then you got a coach that can actually coach the game. Makes all the difference in the world. All right. All right, my buddy Kevin's here. He's a true Cat fan also, but I'm gonna show you how he rolls. Now this is what I'm talking about. When I say Cat Mania, I mean Cat Mania. Let's go inside. This is my friend, Kevin King, a good friend of mine. Been knowing him for years. He's a true Cat fan. Van has everything you need for a nice tailgating session. Custom couch, custom chairs. We're gonna get back inside and check out the game.
Kentucky is as a team, everybody in this league shoots for it. Chased down by Bledsoe, 2-on-1, Patterson left side, dunk. Passes out to Boynton. He penetrates down the lane, blocked at the rim by Orton.
And he blocks it!
Oh my God!
He owns the paint right now. Into the lane, off to Bledsoe, 3, right side, good!
Yes!
Eric Bledsoe,
Got
his fourth 3 of the night, he's got 23. Here's a lob and a dunk to John Wall, coming in on the right baseline. Throws it ahead to Boynton, goes for the basket, blocked by Wall! He runs it down, what a save by John Wall! Wow.
Like he didn't really have a John Wall game, but he still ended up with 16 points, a quiet 16. Can't beat that.
And Wall dribbles the final seconds out as Cousins gives a smile and a wave to the Rowdy Reptiles.
Another W. And look what Wall's doing. Bouncing, laughing, having the ball. Don't get no better than that.
No, not at all.
It's another victory.
17
Way we do it. Cat Nation, baby.
Go to Dave in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Welcome into the studios of WKYT, where a very special event is going on today, Hoops for Haiti.
This isn't about basketball. This is like life and death stuff. At some point in your life, it's got to be about other people, not just how you feel and what you want to do. Got a lot of guys in here that got grown up to do that alone. And you know what? When I was your age, when I was 19, 20, I was the same way. I mean, it ain't that. It's just that at some point you got to recognize that, okay? And that's why this is good for us. And I appreciate you doing it.
How did all this come about?
I said, you know what? Can we get some TV time? Can we get mobilize the people of Kentucky, all these fans of this Commonwealth, to say, let's do something special? When I talked to the team, I said to them what we were going to do, and Patrick and the guys said, well, how can we be involved in this?
We know there's people out there who will go through tragic events and don't have the proper medicine and the right amount of money to get that help that they need, and we're just here to do whatever we can to do our part and help those who need help.
Fans of Kentucky, this state of Kentucky, that blue dust is all over this nation. Thank you, Kentucky. Let's see if we can win one more game like Saturday. How about that?
UK is a winner. Everybody likes to be associated with a winner. And you want to go through and you just want to demolish every opponent by 20, 30 points. You want to be the best, and you want everybody to know that they've been beaten by the best. This is one facet of our life that we can claim to be the best. And it kind of helps us struggle through or manage some of these other issues that we have to deal with on a daily basis.
The top spot in the polls is there for the taking. Standing in the Wildcats' way is Arkansas.
If we're lucky enough to win, we'll be number one. You say, what, are we playing to be number one in the country? Is that what we're playing for? No, it's not what we're playing for. But it's a nice little badge of honor.
Pass into front court to Wall, leaping grab, through the lane, puts it up and in. Count the basket and a foul on Arkansas. Harris on the left wing, feeds it to Cousins, spins to the baseline, dunk. A sweet move by Big Cuz. Caught it about 8 feet out, took one big step and slammed it home. Kentucky running the other way. Lob, Bledsoe, dunks! Kentucky is going to improve to 19-0, 4-0 in the SEC, and 65 straight conference victories in John Calipari's coaching career. That's a new all-time national record. Are we this good the way we played today? If we're this good, this shit's on. I'm just going to tell you. Why is all the media going to South Carolina? Because
that's what we're supposed to lose.
Yeah, that's what they think. Anything else? I think you're number one. I think so. Hello.
Hi, it's Katie Johnson calling with President Obama.
Okay. This is John Calipari.
Okay, great. I'm going to put him on. Hold on 1 second.
Coach, well, man, I am honored to speak to the number one team in the country.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for your time, and you have no idea what this call means to all of us. The Hoops for Haiti project was a success because of these young men and our fans from Kentucky and across the nation. We were happy to do our part. Mr. President, I have a few players here that have a few words for you, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
I'd like to invite you to Lexington for a game, and maybe if you get there early enough, we can play a little bit of horse.
Yeah, I'm not going to play horse with you, but I don't want to lose, and then you'll have bragging rights for a long time.
Okay, yes, sir.
But what we might do is have a little scrimmage at some point, and I'm going to make sure that you're on my team.
Yes, sir. Okay.
The main reason I'm calling is that for you in the middle of the season to take the time to do something like this, it's a great testament to Kentucky. I'm very, very proud of what you guys did.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
All right, guys, who do you play next?
We play in a few hours, Mr. President, South Carolina. We're on the road here and getting ready for a little shoot-around.
All right, well, I think you should be all right, but there is that letting down a little bit. Again, congratulations on the great work that you guys have been doing.
Thank you, Mr.
President.
Thank you.
Guys, take care. Bye-bye.
Hold him to 40% from the field, plus 10 rebounds, 16 assists, 10 steals. That's a W. Okay? Go have fun. Right about that. It is a badge, not a burden, boys. #1 in the country. Go have fun. Enjoy it.
For the first time in 7 years, the Kentucky Wildcats sit atop the nation's college basketball polls. The Cats even getting a call from President Obama today to thank them for their efforts to help the people in Haiti. The newly minted #1 team will see the perfect season bid denied here by the South Carolina Gamecocks.
This arena has become a snake pit for the Kentucky Wildcats the last few years.
First time they've ever gone through this. It's the first time John has been up against it. Do you think, like, you're not going to lose games? And the media is going to blame you for some of the losses. They're going to blame you. How are you going to deal with it? You're going to be another level, you're going to lose 35 games. And a few of them, they're going to say, you lost a game. How are you going to deal with that? What a great teaching lesson and a teaching tool for me. Just play and lead our team. It's okay to say you got a ways to go. It's okay to say, I screwed up, but I'm going to do better. It's okay. One of these I've ever done. That's Kentucky.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 15 of Kentucky Sports Radio, the College Game Day edition. We are here in Rupp Arena. It is after College Game Day. It ends up, I think, the official crowd, we just got the text message, let me read this. Official crowd today for Game Day is 22,144. Wow. It's the highest Game Day crowd. It triples the previous time.
Like Coach Cal says, these people are crazy.
This is a game, they're good enough to beat you, which means you're going to learn about your team. Just a question, how hard can you play? How hard can you play? That there is no coolness to your game today. I'm going out, I'm playing hard. Easy plays. I'm not looking to make a fabulous play. If I got a layup or a jumper, I'm taking it. That's what I'm doing. Rebound both ends. I'm telling you, offensively, as much as defensively, we shoot that ball, go get that ball and put it back in. This is a great thing. Enjoy the moment. You know, 40% plus 10 rebounds, 16 assists, 10 steals. That's a W. Let's get it going. Come on. Let's get after it.
It is next to impossible to find an empty seat as you scan across this crowd. Cousins to jump it against Hall, and attached control by Kentucky. Lobs it to Cousins, left of the lane, spins to the baseline and gets fouled by Williams. Sweet move by Cousins to spin around Williams, and just as he was going for the dunk, he got a push in the back from the big guy of Tennessee. Bledsoe fires it to Wall, wide open, left-hand layup, good. The sea of orange parted, and Wall came down the lane for an easy layup. Wall puts it on his right hip and watches the final seconds tick away. It's Kentucky 73 and Tennessee 62. Coming up, the Big Blue Sports Network post-game report.
Let me say this. We have the classiest fans in the country. You've always been that way. I can remember coming in this building in 1992, and that's when I said, I got to get this job someday. I walked in here and saw it, saw the fans, and they were great to me personally. That's what you've always been. We don't have to worry about anybody else. We got the greatest program in the world. Win them all by 30, Coach. We'll all be happy. You're going like this. Just stand him up. He comes to you. Get back there and wait on him. Put your butt on me. He's going right. Now come to where you can catch it. Now you can come back. Look, you can come right here after you do that.
There you go. That's what it is. Go hard.
DeMarcus Cousins is the key to us trying to do something unique and special. I've never had a player in all my years come this far, this fast. Never. It's all about his maturity. It's all about his mind. It has nothing to do with anything else.
Go! Now, Ho, I don't care about the time. Did you run as hard as you could run? Ho, you hear what I'm saying? Look, we compete against ourselves. Each individual player, you're competing against you. You know if you went hard or not.
It's all his mindset. Do you understand they're going to try to rattle you? Does an official or a coach or someone else rattle you? If someone brings you to anger, they own you. You want no one to own you.
Story came out yesterday about how somebody made his cell phone number public, and he was getting all kinds of phone calls and text messages from Mississippi area codes. Wall down the lane into the teeth of the zone with a 10-footer that's no good. Rebounded and jammed back in by DeMarcus Cousins. Only 2.7 seconds left to play as cups and ice go flying onto the floor. These are going to take a few seconds to clean up the liquids that are on the floor. Letting it roll up to midcourt. Now he catches it, launches a three that's no good, and this one is over.
More cups, more ice, more bottles.
Somebody threw a lighter onto the floor.
Dangerous stuff.
Yeah.
Danger. You saw those the water bottle and the orange juice bottle come flying out of the stand.
You know, the stuff at the end, it's just unfortunate. And let me say this. That was probably 15 people in the whole building out of 12,000 that were idiots.
Did you watch any ball games?
Last night? No.
They were great.
There they got an article about Mississippi State athletic director apologizing to fans.
Oh, they threw water bottles down there at the end of the game.
Almost hit that referee with that one.
Full water bottle.
Almost got Cal, too. Yeah.
Cal did a great thing. Look, he said, 12,000 people, there could be a couple of idiots.
Yeah, that's right. That's funny, though, when he'd make a score and then he'd take them. I put it up there like they're calling. Yeah. Call me.
Yeah. So who we have left? We have Vandy,
South Carolina, Tennessee,
Georgia, Florida. I'd like to get it over and get into the tournament.
Take the time and enjoy everything.
I think it is.
That's true. Okay, guys. See you, Paul. See y'all. Bonnie, see ya.
That's okay.
Thank you, Lee.
That's okay. See you, Paul.
See you later. Take it easy, Josh. See you, bye.
See you, Dick.
We have a tape cut down to 40 minutes. It's called a coach's cut. No free time, nothing. I don't have to press fast forward. If I want to slow it down or stop it, I can. It goes right from play to play. And they got 40 minutes to get the game in. I'll watch about 6 tapes. I try to make sure I watch their last 5 games. I don't care 10 games ago. I want to know how they're playing now. Guys, we've got a recruit here we got to get, and I want you guys to say hello. Come on in here, recruit.
Just want to say good luck to everybody. Look, don't forget to focus in on your defense, because defense going to win you not only tonight, but it's going to win you the championship. I won the championship, college, NBA, same thing. It's always defense, 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 and also stick together. Tonight is about what? Payback. You remember how you felt when they celebrated on you, right? So that's what I want to see tonight. At the end, when the clock goes 0, you got it. And you got the best coach in the world. And then you got 2 of my guys back here as well.
You know what's amazing to me? He watches all our games. Dude's talking about you and this guy and coming off the bench and that guy. It's amazing. You don't know what you've done. And I'll tell you this, what he said is true. This is a defensive team. That's what we are.
30 days ago, USC knocked the Cats out of the #1 spot in the polls. Tonight, Big Blue has some scores to settle as the Gamecocks come into Kentucky's house. Back to Wall. Gonna try the 3. No good. Rebound Cousins, goes for the basket, puts it in, count it, and a foul. Tap up, no good. Rebounded by Cousins. Outlet to Bledsoe. He's all alone for the dunk. The game's over, and Kentucky has avenged its only loss this season.
That was terrific. We got 3 games left, and you're fighting, and this team were better than this team, and they hung around, and we did some things to let them around. But all I'm saying is, just, are we getting better?
All eyes on me.
1, 2, 3. This thing we do is about relationships. And the only way you're making a relationship is if you're treating the kids the right way. They love each other. They would fight they would give a kidney for each other though. Here we are, 7 months together. To say that we'd be here, wow.
When they did lose that game to South Carolina, I think it was a wake-up call. That was the best thing that could have happened to them. Sometimes, just like John Wall said, he punched them in the mouth. It was a wake-up call.
I didn't think it was a 2-loss team, to be honest. I thought we would lose maybe a few more games than that. It just blows me away, the talent that we have on the team.
I think what we really have to learn is, and have to remember is that, a lot of these guys are still 18, 19 years old, and it's hard to just go ahead and stamp it when they don't even know what they're going to be doing tomorrow. So, it's nothing etched in stone.
Can't let your guard down. You got to go hard every time.
Welcome back into the Texas Roadhouse Countdown to Tip-Off Show. Dave Baker, Oscar Combs back here with you. Oh, man, what do you think's going to happen today?
I think it's going to be an exciting game. I'm not so sure Kentucky can cover the 12-point spread that Vegas has on this game. It will be very emotional for the families. It will be, I predict, a very emotional day for John Calipari when he walks out there and greets the parents of these 4 kids, the 3 seniors and the junior who is the senior because he's graduating, Patrick Patterson. When it's all said and done, you hope that the players can put it behind them when they tip it off, because there's been teams in the past that's lost here at Kentucky on Senior Day because they were never able to get over the emotions of the event. Man, it's been a quick one this year, hasn't it? Yes. When you're having fun?
That's right. When they're losing, and it's like the last couple of years, it can seem like it's lasted forever.
I didn't think March was ever coming last year.
And from Kentucky's standpoint, it really didn't.
I do think they'll have a very, very deep run in March Madness. I'll be a little bit disappointed if they don't make the Final Four, and I'm holding out that they're just as good as anybody else out there today.
Look, we already won the league. What are we playing for? Yeah, the number one seed. Wait a minute, let me say it again. The number one seed. We're also playing for the seniors. Those are what you're playing for. Let's play for the seniors. Let's play for the seed. You told them what we're doing on how we're doing this, the senior stuff. Yep. All right. Seniors have a ball today. This year has gone so fast. I've been here a year. I can remember the press conference. It's like a blink of the eye. Boom. It's done.
From Huntington, West Virginia, number 54, Patrick Patterson. A member of Kentucky's 1,000-point club, Patterson ranks 17th on UK's all-time scoring list and 6th on UK's all-time double-double list.
Guys think when they sit real close to me, I get them in right away. You know that?
Down the lane, dishes to Patterson for a dunk. Off the pick and roll.
Hey, good job!
Patterson is playing the lights out, folks. Running the floor, defending. Terrific game.
And the Cats have won on Senior Day. And they go to 18-0, matching the 86 team for the best Rupp Arena record in a season. 29-2 on the year, and the favorite for the SEC tournament that starts this coming week in Nashville.
John, if this is his last home game, can you talk a little bit about what Patrick Patterson means to the team, but also the program since he's been here?
He just wants a win. He made the choice to come back. I didn't talk him into it. Now all of a sudden I'm asking him to play out on the floor, shoot threes, guard twos, stuff that he's never done before, and he's saying whatever you need. And then I bring in a group of freshmen
who are really good and immature, but really good, and he's fine with it. I mean, you think about that.
What has been your philosophy on conference tournaments?
Again, the conference tournaments, and my teams have had success historically. We don't worry about it. We're only trying to win it to get a high seed. And I know people may be mad. We are at Kentucky. We don't do it that way. You hired me, and that's how I do it.
Have a big patch. You know I'm going to the SEC this year.
I love it. I love it.
First time I've been since I quit.
Is that right?
Yeah.
There he is.
Good morning. How you there?
Well, how about this? Everybody on our side, Tennessee's won 3 in a row, but the 2 teams we play both won. They're on a roll. South Carolina or Alabama, whoever wins that game has won 2 in a row, thinks they're...
Who do we have first? Georgia, Auburn?
No, we have Alabama or South Carolina. Coach Hall just talked about the tournament again. He said, I hated the conference tournament.
They're trying to beat a team 3 times.
Yeah, and it, you know, what does it really do? It's what it is. I mean, I'm like, I'm telling you, people got mad last night. I just said, I'm never worried about any league or a league tournament. I'm just trying to get ready for that, the real thing.
Yeah.
But I feel that one. If winning the SEC tournament gives you a better seed, then let's try to win it. If you got knocked out and it didn't affect your seed and it gave you a few days rest, that's not bad either. A lot of the guys, they come in on the 3rd shift and don't have no way of knowing what the score for the game is. And nobody, for some reason, is wanting to go underground. Everybody's wanting to stay outside. We're trying to get everybody to go underground, and the Cats are playing. Of course, all the new technology and stuff that's out there in the world. One of our guys at the mines, he hooked up one of the TVs out there where he could run it through his computer and get the game on for him.
Hello, Jim Parrish, Danny Siler.
Everybody really thought that was great. Even our security guard, he said, we have to start doing this more often, get all the games live on TV. SEC tournament, we're going to win. When Patino was here, they got to where they were calling it Atlanta, they were calling it Cat Atlanta, because all the Kentucky fans would just go to the tournament and got to where there for a long time. We won the SEC tournament every year. I think everybody'd like to see them win it. I know I would.
Go into the NCAA on a winning note, too, if you win the tournament.
Yeah. We've been off of it for a few years now. We hadn't won it in a few years, so I think the fans are excited about the good team and excited about being back in the tournament and having a chance to win it again. It'll be pretty well packed in with Kentucky fans. I know it has every time I've been there. I think if anybody goes to Nashville this weekend, they'll be seeing a sea of blue.
And for Kentucky, the SEC tournament is different. It gets a group of fans that don't really go to regular games. I'd say there'll be 20,000 Kentucky fans in the city. Probably of those, 2,000 or 3,000 are season ticket holders. The rest are people that this is the only time they go. I think this is the wildest fan base of Kentucky that you'll see is at the SEC tournament. All right, everybody, how's everybody doing? For those of you that don't know me, I'm Matt Jones from KentuckySportsRadio.com. And I got a couple questions for you that I want to know. I'll be kind of going through the event today. How many people came to Nashville without tickets for this event? How many of you all think you're going to get tickets by the time you finish this? Let's talk for just a second about John Calipari. What do we think about him? Has Calipari, has he even slipped up at any point? I mean, he's been pretty unbelievable.
He's hit about every mark you could hit. If you wanted to plug into a computer the qualities and characteristics that you wanted in the basketball coach at Kentucky, I think it would spit out John Calipari.
All right, it's time for predictions. Am I going to see you in Indianapolis in 3 weeks for the Final Four?
Well, if Kentucky's there, I don't think I'm going if they're not, so I'm planning to be there.
Kentucky, the SEC tournament is its own tradition. I don't think Calipari realized that the prize for Kentucky fans includes the SEC tournament.
These fans, you do want to do it for them. I mean, they travel. I mean, they're buying tickets they can't afford. I know that. To buy those tickets in Nashville, they gave up their vacation. There is no vacation. We're not buying that new TV. We're not, we can't go out to dinner for the next month. We used all our money on these tickets. People took vacation days. So they took 5 days vacation to go to Nashville to watch that. So you feel a sense of an obligation or a responsibility to make sure this team's right.
If I see anybody in the funk, you're out 22 seconds into the game. You're jogging, or the guy's playing harder than you. You can come over and tell me I'm playing hard. And then I'm going to say, he's playing harder than you. When you choose to play harder than him, I'm going to put you back in. 5 seconds. The ball's tipping. There's no coolness to this. This is a dogfight.
Good afternoon from Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. What a difference a year makes. The Big Blue Nation has taken over the SEC tournament, and their Cats are poised to capture the program's 26th championship in this event. 64-61 Mississippi State with 4.9 seconds. 2 shots here for Bledsoe.
Now, what do you do if you're Kentucky? You make the first one. Do you try to miss the second one?
Bledsoe. Intentional miss opportunity. He fires. Patterson gets his hands on it, loses it. Wall to the corner, slides left. 3 for the win. Short, no good. Put up and in. Mike Cousins. Tie the game. We're going to overtime. 10 seconds. Kentucky leads by 2. Wall, 3, left side. Good! Kentucky wins by 1 in overtime for its 26th Southeastern Conference Tournament Championship.
Let me tell you, for this being in this environment, you've never been playing for a championship. Have any of you guys here played for this championship? No one's ever here. And all of a sudden, you figured out a way. How'd you get that ball into someone's kitchen basket? How did you make that 3? I mean, I'm sitting there going like, I can't even believe it. You guys got a will to win. I'll tell you, you refuse to lose. Like, I can't believe it.
It was never, okay, our goal this season is to win our league. And no, our goal is to win a national title. And the way you do that is get a high seed. Anybody that's never coached in the tournament says, seed really doesn't matter. You get a 3 seed, a 2 seed, it's all the same. Sorry, it's not all the same. If you have a 1 seed, you have the best chance of winning the national title. I think that Kansas is really good. From Syracuse to Duke to us to West Virginia. West Virginia is better than everybody thinks. There are about 3 other teams, and I think we're one of those other teams that has a chance.
Our little corner of the world is hard.
Welcome back into the Ball Home John Calipari Show. Sporting News came out with its SEC awards. John Wall named Player of the Year and Freshman of the Year.
They give me keys to the cars I drive. This one is going to be the prettiest one I drive.
And the fastest.
My wife will think I'm in a midlife crisis, but she wants to drive it. You're going to leave that open up there when I'm trying to start this car? The expectations were to get a #1 seed. The expectations are to win a national title. Don't care how young you are. I know you're going to make mistakes. I didn't know how good, but I knew what our challenge was, which to get them to be a #1 seed and win the national title. I'm not sure anyone will beat us. It would be us beating ourselves. It's not best out of 7. If it's best out of 7, the best team usually 99% of the time wins. When it's one and done, a little different. There's all kind of things that come into play when you're coaching 18, 19, and 20-year-old kids.
If we don't get together any other time of the year, we get together during March. March Madness, without a doubt. It's our favorite time of the year.
Like Calipari says, it's been a good ride so far. We have enjoyed it quite a bit at this point because we're back in the limelight and we're going to the Final Four.
feeling very confident going into the tournament. If you're a strong team, it's your time to prove a point. I think we hold the cards. I think, you know, it's for us to lose, if anything. I mean, I really shouldn't even I shouldn't even fill out the rest of the way. Nothing else really matters, huh? This team is going in the right direction at the right time, and this coach we got is absolutely phenomenal.
March Madness is here, and the Kentucky Wildcats are ready to take their first step on a path they hope will lead to the Final Four in Indianapolis. Their first opponent is East Tennessee State.
We absolutely got some thoroughbreds that can get up and down that court.
Now he's got Patterson going long, another dunk! Kentucky on a 12-0 run.
Who wants to go up against that next?
Open three, it's in the air, and it's good! 11 for Eric Bledsoe, 3 threes.
Bledsoe on fire.
28-4 run to break this game open.
That's a wrap.
The Wildcats advance into the second round. Rebounded by Kentucky's Patrick Patterson. Outlet to Wall, and the Cats are running. Throws it ahead right side. 18-footer. It's good! Cats on the run. Bledsoe feeds Cousins for the dunk. Bledsoe, he fakes, he drives, and dunks! Look for that on SportsCenter tomorrow.
I can't stop him,
Start the party on Bourbon Street. The Cats have advanced to the Sweet 16 for the first time in 5 years.
I'd leave my old lady for her.
Let's go!
Get that plane refueled. It's taking off for Syracuse.
Yeah!
This tournament we won. Texas, Wake, East Tennessee, and us. We won.
Have they made a line on the game yet?
9 point.
That's what I heard yesterday. Biggest line of any game in the region.
Money.
Give us your prediction for Thursday.
I don't know. I'd probably say Kentucky wins by 12.
We might be the tallest team in the tournament. They might be the smartest.
Yeah. Well, they play that Princeton offense, which means they take 35 seconds. They play it until they get a layup or they get a wide open three, whichever comes first. If you're not a fan of that school, you don't like it. Think about it, I don't want to be number one until after the final game. Don't like that focus. Get caught up with Kansas.
Here we are, 7 months together. 6 new players, 6 returning players, playing a team in Cornell with 8 seniors. You know, we're going in there to say, let's try to beat these guys.
18 months ago, I would have never dreamed that we would be in the position that we're in today. It's been a heck of a season. It's no question about that. I didn't think we'd be 32-2 at the end of the whole thing. I really didn't. How could you not be happy? We're relevant again. We're at the top again. Boys, we're going to win tonight?
10-4. 10-4. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Here we go, folks. Here we go, folks. Gray socks. Here we go.
Bledsoe bounces it down to Cousins. Cousins into the paint, spin move, puts it up and in. Attack, attack, attack. Cousins has 6, a couple of nice moves in the low post.
All right, good job.
Way to go. Good.
Cats have it going the other way. Wall, and he's sprinting to the other end. Patterson, top of the circle, 3, good! Patrick Patterson! He makes a pay. Left side Bledsoe, fakes, penetrates, scoops it up at the basket and in. No shot blockers.
Zone that.
Ain't no answer to that one, is
Zone that.
Comes into the key, it's knocked away. Feeds Wall. Wall, run out, dunk.
On with your bad self.
The Cats have doubled the score on the Big Red of Cornell. 10 seconds to play. The Cats are headed to the Elite Eight for the first time in 5 years. They'll meet West Virginia here on Saturday
We're living to go.
Kentucky wins its 35th game of the season.
We don't know a whole lot about West Virginia. We know they won the Big East, which means they must be really good. And we're looking forward to it. We're going to enjoy this game, okay? Great job, guys.
We're headed to play a good team West Virginia. I'm happy. We're in it.
Team basketball, each level you go in this is more and more relevant. There comes that point, you better play half-court defense, and you better be able to execute in the half-court, or you're not beating the real good teams. And so now we're going to find out if we got them farther than they probably should be.
I think everybody's expecting the Cats to win it all because they're not freshmen no more. They're seasoned, almost seasoned veterans, as much time as they've got. And I think now everybody's expectations go up. We'll have to get him.
I think that we ought to take him to tailgate, but
We'll play however we have to play. If you have to play fast, you have to play slow, you have to play rough, you have to battle hand-to-hand combat. We're going to do whatever we have to do to win a game. But, I think it's about teaching these young people that go for it. Don't be afraid to go for it. This is the enjoyable part of what we do. Going into this game with this stakes and saying, we're letting it go. We're playing to win.
If you get late in the game and it's still a close game, it's going to be hard to beat us. Okay, here we go. It's like quite a bit of blue. Yeah.
One win away from the Final Four. Tonight, the brass ring is theirs to grab. Wall, a three from the top of the circle. No good. Open right corner, three. Short, the three from the top. In and out. The Kentucky team that looks confused and frustrated. Open three, right side. 0 for 12 at the three-point line.
Confidence waning, hesitating a little bit with their shot.
Wall 0 for 4, Bledsoe 0 for 5, 0 for 20. Dismal shooting night. Ugly numbers offensively. Maybe the last game for John Wall, maybe DeMarcus Cousins, maybe others. The Kentucky Wildcats have come up short.
As painful as it is, I want you to accept that things that went on for us this year were special. No one, even if someone wins the national championship, they ain't having more than 35 wins. He's just won the most games in the whole United States. They deserve to win the way they play. They fought till the end, which I appreciate. All right, come on together. We'll talk. We'll talk after. Come on together.
This year was the reemergence of a sleeping giant of a program and a fan base. 35-3 is amazing. SEC tournament was amazing. The season was amazing. John Wall, Cousins, Patterson's great.
Every game has been awesome, and I can't wait till the next game. I didn't know it was going to be this good.
When you saw these kids playing on the floor and thinking these are freshmen, that's tremendous.
I appreciate the things that Calipari's done. I appreciate the efforts of these kids, and I think they're great kids. And I'm happy.
They were fun to watch all season, and we'll be rooting for them again next year. Cal will recruit good enough players to come back and have us back. He'll have us in contention every year, I think, as far as the players he'll be bringing in.
The combination of the excitement, the newness, the superstar players that connected with the fans. I don't know that we'll ever have a year like it again. I wish they could have won the title because that would have been the great wrap-up to it. But it still will be, this will be a year fans remember forever.
We are grateful for the opportunity to be the part of the next chapter of the extraordinary story of the University of Kentucky basketball.